What's up, YouTube? It's Wyatt here from LW Graphics and Cards coming at you guys with another video. So we had a video requested and they said I just subscribed and I was wondering if you could do a tips for collecting and getting autos for new collectors. And so this is gonna be kind of a quick video, but I have a few tips. So he says if you could do a tips for collecting. So for collecting, I would say honestly the main thing is picking a player that like isn't too expensive but you also like. So for me, I'm a Red Sox fan, and I was kind of looking at like their future in general, and Andrew Benintendi was one of their main rookies. So before he got called up, I bought a ton of cards, if you guys saw in the last video of my PC, and I'm still buying cards because he's not like a super expensive. Like examples of expensive people would be like Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger right now. So like what I would say is your favorite team, whoever that is, pick somebody like not super expensive but somebody that you still like and enjoy watching from that team, and collect them, because do something that you enjoy and not something that's going to be like an investment or that's really expensive for you, because the cards don't have to be expensive, they just have to be cards that you like. One last tip for collecting is basically buy a player when they're not doing well or in the off season. So like during the season isn't a good time to buy cards, because especially if the player's doing well, the prices are going to be high. But in the off season, like right now, the prices on players are going to be generally lower than during the season. Or during the season, if the player that you like isn't doing well, take the opportunity to buy cards and have faith that they're going to improve later on in the season, because when you buy players when they're low, then it's a better opportunity to get more cards for less of a price, and then you can have the cards later on. Like, just a real quick example, I have a friend, and he's a Archie Bradley collector, and he was like a really big fan because he's a D-backs fan, and I think he kind of chose him because he was a young star, and he wasn't doing so well like actually not really at the beginning of last year, but 2 years ago he wasn't doing so well. He was kind of a starter turned reliever. So my friend like kind of bought a lot of cards of him. And then I don't know if you guys know, but last year he did really well and was actually probably their top reliever. And so that's kind of an example of like buying when the player's low and trusting that they're going to be good. And then getting autos for collectors, a few tips would be you don't need to get a million ROMLBs and like a million photos. All you really need is like one baseball and a pen. And a pen that I would suggest using is this kind of pen, a Bic round stick pen, because if you use a Sharpie, it'll fade eventually, and you don't want that to happen on your baseballs. So like this pen will keep your baseballs from fading, and it comes out really clean. And also, game used baseballs, in my opinion, are really underrated baseballs to get signed, because like I have this Buster Posey right here, and this is one of the cleanest autographs that I have, and it's on a game used Major League Baseball. I have the ticket in there from the game, but so like don't be afraid to get a dirty baseball signed, because they always come out like super clean. And another thing for getting autographs is be polite to the players, because they're not going to sign for you if you're like shoving people over and yelling at them to sign. I mean, it's not their job to sign for you, and although it may seem like it to you, it's actually not. So just be like polite to the players, and when they sign for you, just like be appreciative that they did. So that's kind of it. Maybe I'll make another video with Leo sometime, because he probably has a few more tips, but that's kind of it for now. I hope that answers the question about the tips for collecting and getting autographs. So yeah, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to enter the giveaway. Peace.